it looks so beautiful! And essentially, I'm particularly excited about this release of the game because, dang, even the loading screens look beautiful. Monster Hunter Double Cross. This game has just come out today. Essentially, the game is only in Japanese for now, but I'll do my best to translate as I go along. Nintendo Switch, here we go. So we've got the intro screen here, and I don't think we need to change any options. Just click New Game, and the top option here is for a new character. Okay, so the first one here is to change your name, so I'm just going to type in here, Nihon. Nihilist? No. Hongo. Okay, the second one here is to change your gender, so if you want to change between a female character and a male character, you can do so right here. You can change your face, there's multiple different types of skin color as well, different types of eye color, makeup, if you want to do some makeup. I mean, this is all fairly self-explanatory, because you can just go in and actually try it yourself. To test the voice, you press the Y button, and then you press this option here at the bottom to go in. Your hunter will be created and finished. Is that okay? Say yes. The next option here is asking for your style. So the styles written here are Guild, Striker, Aerial, Bushido, Brave, and Denkin. I'm just going to go with Striker because I think it's kind of easier for beginners to stick with the Striker mode because you get 3 of these power-ups. Again, if you need a full explanation of how the different styles work, then there are plenty of videos out there going into a huge amount of detail. Alright, so this is the original Hiroba, the original plaza that you start up at. Man, it looks so beautiful. This is running, I believe, at 720 here on the Nintendo Switch. I think when you plug it into your TV, it will actually boost up to full HD 1920 by 1080. I'm not 100% sure about that, but from what I'm seeing right now, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, I played the demo version, so I know kind of what to expect, but wow, this looks so good! Now, if you've never played Monster Hunter before, just press the R button so that you can actually run. Follow the red marker. If you've never played Monster Hunter before and you don't want to read the text, just press the red marker, and that will guide you on to what you need to do next. Essentially, he's telling us about all the different places. Okay, so the red mark has moved over to the guy here at the front. Let's just skip past all the dialogue here. Essentially, at the beginning of Monster Hunter, it's always the same. They're just going to send you on some fairly simple quests. Now, the red marker has moved over to the girl. I'm just going to click on her. She's going to tell us about the quest notice board. She's saying when you want to start your quest, you actually go over here. So first you collect your quest and then you go over to the gate. Now we actually have 2 different types of quests. These green ones here are training quests. So if you want extra explanation, it's still in Japanese, but if you want explanation about how the game works, how styles work, or how the nyanters, or whatever they're called in English, the cat hunters work, there's explanations and quests that you can go on to practice that here. But we're just going to go to this one. This is the lower level quests at the top. We've only got 1-star quests because we've just started the game, and then you'll see that you've got all these quests that basically, if you complete them, you'll move on to level 2 quests, level 3 quests. So let's just do this first one. It's saying, go and collect Zenmai. Essentially, they'll write here what it is you need to search for. If you can't read it, just take a picture of this here. It says we need to collect 8 of the Zenmai, so I'm just going to press OK. And now you can see there's a little green icon above my head. That green icon means I've got a collection quest. I think it's red if you've got a quest that actually involves killing a monster or collecting the monster? Capturing the monster. Dang, it looks so beautiful! Of course, you can use the right analog stick to rotate. It's running in a good 30 FPS. Unfortunately, it's not running at 60 FPS, but essentially, I didn't know. I thought maybe I'm not going to get used to 30 FPS, but after playing for about 5 minutes, my brain was already, I'd forgotten about the frame rate entirely. Like, I really don't care about the frame rate. Because it's worth it for these much higher definition visuals. Now, of course, they've done a bit of an overhaul of the game. They've added these, effects and stuff, and it looks a little bit better, but essentially the models themselves are not a huge deal more detailed than they were before. Hopefully this is giving you a good idea of how it looks. Dang, this game is so beautiful. So beautiful. Now, there's no real reason to kill these guys because these are plant-eating beasties, but just to show you, you tap the X button here and you can hack away hack away at the monsters. There we go! Ouch! You fell on top of me. So you press the X button, get your weapon out, slash slash slash. Try to avoid getting killed by these guys. Then press the Y button, put your weapon away, and then if you've knocked over a monster, you can run up to them. Press the I'm inside the monster. You press the A button and you start collecting materials. I'm about to get stomped on. I'm about to get stomped on. I'm about to get stomped on. Ouch! Let's go and finish this quest. So Zenmai. In order to find things like Zenmai, you just have to run over to these plant things. It's hard to know which ones you can actually collect, but if you just run up to anything that looks a little different to normal grass, you might be able to collect it. So you press A by it, and as you can see, I got the special Zenmai, whatever that is, and you can actually collect from a certain area more than once. So I got another one there. I should have 3 in total now. And I got one more. So if I press the plus button, you open up the menu, and the first item says item pouch. So if you click item pouch, you can actually check out what you've got in your item pouch, and you can see here the special Zenmai. I've got 4 of them, so even if you can't read it, you can just memorize what the Japanese characters or Chinese characters look like. Look how beautiful this is! It's so beautiful! Let's do a slow pan. Slow pan. Oh man! The graphics are so gorgeous. Ah, I got one more. Again, you don't have to be able to read all of this stuff, as long as you can recognize the Chinese character that you're looking for, or the Japanese characters. They use a mixture of both. Dang, if you don't think the graphics look good in this, you're just crazy. And essentially, I'm particularly excited about this release of the game because Monster Hunter never came out on the PlayStation Vita, and the Switch is very, very similar to the PlayStation Vita in a number of ways. First of all, the fact that it's got a very large screen, the fact that it's got 2 analog sticks as by default. So many things about the Switch are doing... Oh, we got another one of the Zenmai. So many things about the Switch are doing what the PS Vita was unable to do. So where the PS Vita failed, Switch must succeed. Now these guys don't actually hurt you, you can run right into them and not get hurt. It's only if they actually attack you. So if they get up on their rear end, on their hind legs, and they actually hit you, then you might be in trouble. The reason they send you on these quests is to just familiarize yourself with the controls. Essentially, you're moving around with this one, you're moving the camera around with this one is to attack, and A is to collect stuff. While holding down L, cycle through with Y and A, and you can see down here in the bottom right hand corner, I'm getting different items, and the one I want is this one. This orange one replenishes your stamina, so if I press Y to use it, you can see me eating or drinking something. Check the item pouch. 9, so that's all that I need. Unfortunately, you can't send it home from here. You actually have to run. I think you have to run home, so let's actually run all the way back to map area number 1. Alright, so I've finally come back to the camp area, and as you can see there's a blue box here and also a red box. So you essentially, you are given items through the blue box, but when you want to send items back, so for the things that you collected for the quest, you actually put them in the red box. So press the red box here. It says 0 of 8, but if I press A, you can choose to put all 8 of the ones that I'm holding into the box. And you'll hear the music automatically saying that the quest is clear. You have 20 seconds before you get teleported back to where you were. Quest clear! Alright, so there's 3 different items here when you finish your quest. The first one, I think, is just to keep all of your items. The second one is to send all of your items to your box at home. I usually do that just because I don't like to hold things. The third item, which has changed now, before, if you didn't send it to the box, I think it would have said to just sell everything, but because I took everything, the third item automatically becomes finish. Dang, even the loading screens look beautiful. So nice. Monster Hunter Double Cross, so excited about this game. Alright! So there you have it, I'm back at the plaza area, and I can move on to the next quest. Go back home, play around in your bedroom, whatever it is you choose to do here. Now the reason you might want to come to the bedroom actually is so you can change your weapons. If you go down here, this is the 4th, 5th, 6th item. If you go to the 6th item on this box, it actually changes your armor. So just choose this one again, and you can see you already own one version of everything. So I've got a large sword here, got a long sword here. So you even have some of these newer items if you want this one. I don't know, I think this is like a charge axe of some description. So you don't have to buy every weapon just from the start. If there's a weapon you want to try, you can try it immediately just by going up to your box, because you have one of everything, I think. What you don't have is leveled up and strengthened versions of these weapons, but if you want to just try them out, you just change your weapon here, leave, and then you go on your quest. Quickly before I finish, what I'll do is also hold it in my hand. I think this is kind of important. I think people want a good idea of what it's going to feel like, what kind of size this screen is. Like, the screen is really, really big compared to the 3DS days. And if I'm not mistaken, the actual screen resolution is about 4 times as many pixels as there are on the 3DS. So this is a significant upgrade visually. This weapon is really, really cool. And there's so many different things to try. Unfortunately, this is not an easy version of Monster Hunter. I think that when Monster Hunter World comes out, it's going to be much more accessible to new players. It still looks like it'll be complicated, but it'll be more accessible for players that haven't played Monster Hunter before. This is not an easy game to get into, but if you're willing to spend a few minutes watching a few YouTube videos, figuring out how things work, I highly, highly, highly recommend this game. Anyway, this is literally the first time I've ever played the real game. This is release day for Monster Hunter Double Cross. Let me know in the comments if you're excited about Monster Hunter Double Cross, if you're planning on getting it for Switch. If you are you going to wait to see whether there's an English release, or are you just going to buy it on the Japanese store? Because Switch is region free, you can actually just create a Japanese account and download this game today. You can play it with me, Monster Hunter Double Cross, here on the Switch. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, share the links, and all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next Nihongo Gamer video. Hello, vegetable lover. You're going down. I'm number 1.